this is going to be fun. We're joined by Frankie, Corrado, and Marc, Denis. Guys, blind rankings are all the rage on social media, so we thought we're going to bring it to Sports Center, see if the idea works. We're going to have you guys blind rank Maple Leafs problems. So one by one without knowing what is coming next. And the first problem on your list, Frankie, we'll start with you. It's coaching.
Number 2. Coaching has to be up there because, yeah, there's some skilled players on this team, but do they play well together as a group? Not really. They've had a lot of issues defensively. It doesn't feel like they're on the same page most of the time. So a lot of that comes down to the details of the game, things that are sort of thrust upon you by the coaching staff. So I have the coaching at number 2.
Frankie, I'm a good teammate. I'll go with you. But the next thing you're going to blame as a former defenseman is the goalie. I would have had it a little lower on my list, but I'll go with you because I think that at this point, if the star players aren't able to produce, a little bit of that is on the coach's shoulders as well.
Okay, I think we can get into that a bit more. Marc, the next Maple Leafs problem is the roster.
Well, there's definitely an issue with the roster. I don't think it's at the top of the list. This is going to be number 4 on our list. I think Frankie would agree with that. The problem with the roster is I would shuffle the deck a little bit, maybe change up the lines. There are issues on D, but a lot of that comes from 2 key injuries as well. So I wouldn't mess with the roster right as it is now because I think that we have to figure out how to solve the issues from the onset. Frankie, are you with me? Number 4.
I'm not that far off. I could live with this being at number 4. I could maybe nudge it up to number 3, but we don't know what else is coming. So, yeah, the roster construction is an issue for this team, but the way that the team is playing on the ice, there's numerous other things. I can live with this being at number 4 because at the end of the day, Marc, there is still a player who scored over 60 goals in this league twice before. There's William Nylander, who is an elite offensive talent. John Tavares, they're actually a good team down the middle of the ice on paper, but it doesn't all come together. So I can totally live with this being at number 4.
Okay, and Frankie's right. I'm serving up blind options. So here's the next one, Frankie. How about the Maple Leafs leadership?
Ooh, okay, since we have number 2 and number 4 blocked off, I'm going to put this at number 3. Leadership has to come to the forefront when your team is not exceeding expectations, actually not even meeting expectations right now. The leadership, those are the guys that need to play better. They need to drag everyone into the fight. They need to turn a game on a Tuesday night in December into a more urgent affair. It doesn't feel like that's happening for the group, so leadership has to come into question. I have it at number 3.
I couldn't wear a letter as a goaltender, but I'll tell you this. Leadership is at the top of my list. I would have had it at number 1. I know that would have put us in a really tough spot, but I just think the culture needs to change. We know the history and part of this group that hasn't had success together. They need to bring it up a notch. To me, leadership is a big issue, but I'll live with number 3. It's right in the middle, but it's very important.
Okay, guys.
You know what, Marc? Let's put it up to number 1.
Oh, are we putting leadership up to number 1?
Yeah,
all right,
I decided. Marc convinced me. We're going to put leadership right up to number 1. It was a compelling argument.
I mean, I know what your options are. I think that's a good one. And Marc did very well with his argument. So let's go 2 more open spots left on your list. The second last problem, the decline of Captain Austin Matthews.
Well, that has to be number 3. I don't know what number 5 is, but I think that if leadership is taken care of and Austin Matthews finds his groove again, you know what? That's it. You've solved most of your issues, and you're going to win the games that you're supposed to win. He needs to get going. It's not all on him. He may be injured. There's revolving doors on the left and the right, and Matthew Knies may not be the best playmaker to complement his game. But to me, if you find Matthews, you find the Leafs.
And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Marc, they were designed to play well when certain players play to their capabilities. And Austin Matthews' capability is being one of the best goal scorers in the league. Maybe the best goal scorer in the league, especially at 5-on-5. But with him not playing up to the level that he has sort of set, it's been an issue for Toronto. So among the many things that are ailing this team, Austin Matthews' decline in productivity is a relevant one.
Okay, so that means we only have the 5th spot open for one last major problem, and that is going to be pressure from the fans and media. You guys good with putting that in 5th place?
Yeah, can you put it 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th? Like, I can think of so many more things that are of higher consequence than pressure from the media and the fans. And the pressure only comes because of the way that they have played. Last time I checked, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, they came into the season as a team that was like pretty peachy based on what had happened. I realized games 5 and 7 last year against the Florida Panthers weren't exactly the way that they wanted it to go. But regardless, like, Toronto came into the season thinking we're a pretty good team. Fans thought, hey, this is a team that has changed. Last year they won all those close games, and it felt like they embraced a different style of play and a change. Well, now it's gone backwards on them, and you can feel the fan pressure, but it wasn't there at the start of the season. It is a result of the way the team has played.
And Frankie, I won't add anything. It's number 5. I believe that's where it should be, last on our list, because if you take care of the first 4, you won't even talk about the pressure from fans and media. Like, this team has it in its hands.
Well, guys, considering this was completely blind, I think you did a really good job at listing the Maple Leafs' major problems. Thank you so much, Frankie and Marc.